committed to be there. They're going to be there, and they're going to try to be there every meeting so that they can work with that, the rest of that team. Talked a little bit about, so once you got the information about one of those study areas, having to think about how you present that to the communities, to the constituents, to the taxpayers. And by then it was about 9 o'clock. It was 8:30, and everybody was tired.
Once we decided the smaller committees might be a little bit easier to get together as effective. Well, some
2 or 3 people at a time.
2 or 3 people might want to meet, 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning instead of nighttime. You could maybe make that a little bit easier to make sure everybody got there. But it is going to take a huge commitment in order to get there.
Are these meetings open to the public or closed meetings?
Correct.
When are they?
The citizen
CAC?
invited? Yes.
Oh, no, they're not closed.
It's a board, I'm looking at John and Frank Hilton, board appointed committees, and then we've got old committees that are still functioning with people, and what do the board appointed committees?
If the board approved the members of that committee by board action, then we would fall under all of the meetings of it. I don't think we officially approved the group of people that expected to fall under the same rules that we fall under.
There were people that came up to me after the meeting, a couple of people on the committee, Citizens Advisory, that said, I don't know how I feel, whether I'm really ready to work on this. Not really against it. For one thing, I don't know if I can commit the time to it. But could I still be on the Citizens Advisory Committee? Because that by statute is an entirely different group. That's the way to say, can I still be on there, but not necessarily be on a reorganization study committee? I said, yes, you certainly could, because in some ways it's sort of like a separate group. And that was where we talked about trying at our next meeting to get everybody from the Joint Citizens Advisory there to have this discussion again, to see who was willing or who was interested, I guess, in talking about the reorganization study and how many people that would be, and was it an equal balance between fact and knowledge club and
Is that part of the process, something new? I can't recall it.
the study part of it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't recall it.
It's part of the handbook, and it's a big part of it.
knowledge.
It's a big part of the handbook.
I'm not saying it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I don't recall it.
So they are open meetings that
Yes.
anybody can sit back and watch.
I don't know why not. But, that's basically, Chris and I are not on the committee, but we have been attending recent meetings, but we rarely would come.
Well, I don't. So they'll,
We have not been posting them as, publishing them in the paper or.
I mean, is that something
We
with
can't.
open meetings should we be doing?
I don't, we have to ask the attorney.
I think probably.
Who would answer.
Well, don't ask an attorney, they cost too much.
It's not an elected board.
Let's just make a decision later.
It's not elected.
Appointed by the elected board.
I don't think it is, I mean,
I kind of think it is subject to open meeting laws, but we'd have to look. And I bet in that handbook somewhere, they'll probably tell me that. Because it gets down to every little knick-knack thing that it seems like. So I'm betting somewhere in there probably says if those are open meetings or not. And I don't recollect from the Walleye Lake Jogger, those meetings, I don't remember any of those were. Can't tell you.
Well, I think
How long are they meeting? A long time?
Well, this statute for that, for Citizens Advisory Committee is described in about 15 years. Oh, longer than that, yeah, maybe closer to 20.
these committees were functioning when we weren't talking to one another about sheriff. Now they're working together.
They were,
It's probably been over 5 years that it was established to begin with, before we started talking.
But the meetings are always published in the paper, so I think you might be meeting the open meetings law requirements anyway. They're always out there. If you read the paper. So if you want to keep a secret, put it in the law like that. Read it there.
you don't need to write that
You didn't
down.
hear that?
he didn't say what he heard.
So that would be information, and we'll meet in March, and we already had an April date set. So it's wording for a new up for me to do that.
Anything else on Sherry? Let's move to new business.
I should, under sharing, I should make a couple of other comments. You've got a couple of letters, one from the Rockville City Renton School District, just saying that they're pursuing Nelson Northwest Webster and Southern Cal as possible partners. And he does mention something in here related to just the distance, just unless we can think about technology to create efficiencies. And Jeff and I have talked a couple times since then about some courses that they're interested in that we may be furthering some conversation with them related to technology or offering those via technology. And then there's a letter in there from Neil County School District that you can take a look at about some communication that a board member had with their superintendent. And that would, I think, take care of it for sure.
Anything else, anybody else has what to do there? Okay, let's move to 7A. Discuss and approve 2009 Film Certified Staff FTE.
Just like this. And I'll pull that out, I'll walk through this, and I talked to several of you about it already. When we took a look at our full-time equivalent staff reductions, and we'll be doing this for budget reasons, on the left-hand side of that spreadsheet are the contracts as issued for the 08-09 school district, and you can look at what the SAC FTE for last year was, and the Raleigh Auburn FTE was, and those won't match the information that comes from the State Department's website, because from the State Department, we log in the number of individuals versus these which would have extended contracts with them. So SAC's FTE last year was 36.58, and the Lake Roberts was 44.05. I'm recommending to the two boards that they reduce 7.9 full-time equivalent. Built into that already are the two full-time, the two resignations that you accepted for early retirement incentive. So you've already reduced two people simply by that action, but they're included in this as a board motion, if you so choose to make the motions. The SAC full-time equivalent then would move to 32.58, which is a reduction of 4 full-time equivalent. And Lakeview Auburn would move from 44.05 to 40.15 for a reduction of 3.9 FTE. The total change is 7.9 FTE. Total impact combined for the two districts is $361,924. Of those two, between the two districts, SAC and Lakeview Auburn, I have you move to the bottom left-hand side of that chart to take a look at those dollar amounts come from four different ways. The first being the two full-time resignations that we had for retirement. We have 5 full-time reductions that would be made, and that would mean a full-time contract for someone would be reduced by that full-time. 2 part-time reductions, 1 full-time to half-time, 1 full-time to 5/8 time, and then 3 reassignments of staff in all of the pre-K-12 staff that actually impact the district finances. So to fill a position because of a reduction, or to fill part of a position, there'll be some transfers, what we would call reassignments, and those in 3 instances would significantly impact financially. So they were thought to need to be part of what this package looks like. So the total impact for SAC with this recommendation is $203,263, and the impact for Lakeview Auburn is $158,661. The FTEs are nearly the same. The difference in impact comes from who has to buy what from whom, particularly in those reassignments.